Good morning, everybody. This morning's session, before we start, I should probably explain why I've got my arm in a sling. I have injured my arm, so you'll be pleased to know there aren't any burpees or much upper body weight work in today's session, but we will be focusing very much on core, hips and glutes, and again working through strength, slow, considered, good technique, solid movement. The workout, again following a relatively familiar format, is broken up into 3 blocks. Each of the 3 blocks focuses on a particular element. So the first block looks at very much at legs, the second block looks a little bit more at glutes and hips, and the final block looks a little bit more at the core, front and back, and the midsection. There are 4 exercises in each of the blocks, and we're going to go through these 4 exercises in a little mini circuit 3 times before having a rest, and then moving on to the next block, having a rest, moving on to the next block. Okay, so today's session features the return of the sturdy chair. This could be entertaining, hopefully I won't fall over. But nice, simple, steady moves. Before we start, I'll take you through the exercises for the first block and then we'll get started. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be concentrating on one leg at a time for each set of 45 seconds that we do for each exercise. The first exercise is a deadlift squat. So what you do in this position, you stand up nice and tall, hinge from the hip, use the chair to steady yourself because you're going to be balancing on one leg, so it's going to be a little tricky, and then just hinge forward like that in a flat position, like that. Okay, and then all I want you to do is bend at the knee, squat down and straighten up. Bend at the knee, squat down, straighten up, squat down, straighten up. So we're concentrating very much on one leg at a time. We're going to do 45 seconds on one leg and then switch it over and go straight into 45 seconds on the other leg, like that. So down, up, down and up. Then what we're going to do, after those 2, you've done 45 seconds on both legs, we're going to work with a step up. We're going to work with a slightly different step up variation. Step ups are really good for building balance, building control through the hips, really connecting the core to the hips, that real sort of nice, strong sort of core balance, working on your posture, being nice and tall and controlling the legs with the glutes. So we're going to step up, so come alongside your chair, take a big step up, come up, like that. And then when you come down, what I want you to do is take this leg and take it behind you into a reverse lunge. So you're starting from the floor and you're making essentially 2 steps in this then. So you're going to go up there and up there. And down and down, like that. Okay, you're going to do 45 seconds concentrating on one leg, and then you're going to switch it over and do exactly the same thing, 45 seconds on the other leg. So again, stand it up, down and down to there. Okay, and that's the movement pattern. So what I want you to do, we're going to do 45 seconds on each of those. Once you've gone through all 4 of those, we'll go back to the first one and repeat that mini circuit 3 times. Then we'll have a minute's rest or so. I'll take you through the exercises for the next block. Same pattern again, minute's rest. I'll take you through the exercises for the third and final block, and then we're done. So it's nice, simple, especially in this heat, nothing too intense. And let's get cracking. So I'll just pull my timer up. And we'll get started. So 45 seconds on each exercise, starting with the deadlift squat. So when you're ready, so I can see my timer, off you go. Into position, into that bent over deadlift position, and just squat it down. And stand it up. Squat it down, stand it up, nice and steady. Down, up, down, up. So obviously you can't squat too deeply on this one just because of the position of the body. But what it does do, it really engages the glutes. Think about still taking the hips back a little bit. So you're switching the glutes on. And the hamstrings are really quite long in this position because you're bent over. Just take your time, 45 seconds. Nearly coming to the end of that first set. Here we go. Changing in 3, 2, 1. Change legs. Over into that deadlift position again. Extend with that back leg and squat down. And come up. Squat down and come up. If you've got really good balance, which I don't at the moment, You can do this without steadying yourself on a chair or a wall. And that will really help you to develop really nice balance from a running point of view. That's excellent. So again, taking the hips back, standing it up. Taking it back, bending the knee, standing it up. Really smoothly does it. Good job. So these are small movement, but quite concentrated and challenging. Okay, into the step ups now. Step up, and up. As you step down, reverse lunge. Come up. As you step down, reverse lunge. Come up. Take your time with it. Balance. Make sure you got something to steady yourself if you need to. Up. Down. Return. So you're working through 2 steps, working through both hips. Quite a nice range of movement here. Up, down. Coming to the end of the set, change legs, and off you go again. Up, down, down. Up, and down, down. Keep it going, and up, and down, down. Keep going, up, and down, down. Keep moving through this now. So it's quite smooth, quite considered movement. Take that back knee all the way down to the floor. Coming to the end of the set. We're going to go back round again now into that deadlift squat position. Hinge it over, and off you go. So it's small, but also pretty concentrated. You will feel it through the glutes. Almost reach back with the heel. Try and think about your line. It's quite hard to stay completely flat, but try and stay as flat as you can. That's good. Keep it going. Now we're going to change over in 3, 2, 1. Swap legs. Swap it over, hinge over. Same again. 1, 2, really extend. Take your time. Nice and smooth. Good job. It's not a big bend this, because you can't really go too deep because of your body position. You will feel a hamstring stretch. And push it up. Good work. Keep it going. Good job. Into the step ups now. So swap your legs again. Step up, down, and down to the floor. Whoa. Step up, and down, down to the floor. Steady yourself if you need to. Up. But try and work on your balance as best you can. Up, down, down. Keep going. Up, down, down. Keep going. Up, down. Change legs. Swap it over. Up you go. Up, down, down, and up. Drive the knee up. Take it down, and down, and up, and down, down, and up, and down, down. Take your time with it. Up, down, down. Keep going. Okay, back to the final round. Hinge it over. That's it, keep it going. Just one more each of these now. Hinge it, get that squat, really feel it at the bottom, so don't rush through the reps. Take your time, feel your way through it. Keep going, keep moving. Keep yourself nicely aligned. Ideally you want your eyes just facing the floor. Head, back, legs are all nicely in line. Change it over, same thing other side. Hinge it over, lovely and flat. Try and get the eyes down to the floor and push it up. Try and straighten as best you can. This is a really good exercise for spotting where your imbalances lie. I know I've got them. We all do to some extent or other. The idea is to try and balance the body up as best you can. That's it, keep going. Really extend and push up. Extend and push up. Keep it going. Okay, into the step ups again. So, step up, stand, down, return. Step up, balance, control the descent as best you can. Really bring that core into play. Up, down, down to the floor. Up, down, down to the floor. Keep going. Up, down, down to the floor. Keep going. Up, down, and change sides. Same thing on the other side. Drive it up, down, down to the floor. Drive it up. Focus on your balance. Down, down to the floor. Keep going. Keep going. Nice and smooth. Stand tall throughout. Up. Keep going. Nearly there. And down. And that's the end of that block. Good stuff, everyone, good stuff. Take a little rest. Next thing we're going to do now is use the chair again. And we're going to work on our glutes now and our hips. And also it gets a little bit corey, start working on the side of the core as well. Because it's never really isolating anything, but we're just going to really focus specifically very much on glutes and hips in this next block. Okay, so we've done glute raises and single leg glute raises quite a few times. This has just got a little twist on it. So you take, starting in this position, stick one leg in the air. So we're going to be working with one leg at a time again. And you push up into that glute raise. Okay, so that's quite a big move in its own. And usually when we do that, we come down and we go back up again. What we're going to do here is a rep and a half. So we're going to come up like that. And we're just going to come down for a little half rep, little pulse, back up, and then take it down to the floor. What we're looking to do with that is really concentrate very, very much on the top half of the movement. That's the really important part that really switches on the glutes and sort of takes it a little bit further away from the hamstrings and really engages the glutes, which is what we want to really focus on for this block. Okay, then we're going to do 45 seconds on one leg, exactly the same, 45 seconds, rep and a half, up, half rep, full rep. Okay, then what we're going to do, and you can use your chair for this if you want, makes that side plank a little bit easier. We're going to do a side plank with a leg raise. Okay, so what you can do, lying on your side in this position here, a little slippy, in that position, and all we're going to do, hold that side plank position, elevating the upper body, and just take it like that. Okay, I'm going to do it on the floor. There are options if you find the side plank, and the side plank is quite challenging, to just make it a little bit more manageable. What you can do is you can do the side plank on your knees and just take it up like that. Or again, if you want, you can do it elevated on your knees. The key thing is just to hold the line. That's really, really important on that. And take it up that way. And feel the side of the trunk engaging and the outside of the hip. So, exactly the same sort of format. We're doing 4 exercises, 3 times, back to back, 45 seconds of each exercise, a minute's rest, and then I'll take you through the next block. So we've got glute raises left, glute raises right, side plank left, side plank right, and then back 3 times. Okay, so when you're ready, into position, on the floor, starting when you're ready in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Drive it up, little half rep, up again, then all the way down, up, little half rep, down, up, just feel that squeeze, and up again, and then all the way down, up, half rep, and down. Drive that heel into the chair, little half rep, and down again. Drive the heel, half rep, and down. Keep it going. Drive the heel, half rep, down, change sides, same thing on the other side now. Drive the heel, half rep, and down. Drive the heel, half rep, and down. Keep it going. Drive, up, down to the floor with the back. Up, half rep, and down. Keep working. Drive, up, and down. Keep that drive through the heel, up, little half rep, so everything's still engaged at the top of the movement, and then down. Okay, side plank now, using the chair on the toes, feet or the knees, whichever works best for you. In that position, push forward and raise the leg up. Keep going. Nice and smooth. That's it. Holding a nice line through the body. Good job. Switch it over. I'm just going to do it on this. I might come out of this depending on how my arm feels. In this position here. Again, open it up. Nice and smooth. Keep going. Ooh, it's hot in here. Going. Just reset yourself if you're losing your shape a little. Okay, back to the glute bridge now and hip raise. Just going to move this chair a little bit further over. Into this position. Get ready. Drive. Little half raise. Up you come again. Down to the floor. Up. Half rep. Up to the floor. Up, half rep, up to the floor. You can really put your hands on your glutes, really feel them working. Up, half rep, up, down to the floor. Up, half rep, up, and to the floor. Swap legs, same thing again. Up, half rep, up, to the floor. Up, keep it going, keep moving, keep walking, keep working, that's it, and to the floor. drive through the heel, come up and down. Keep it going. Drive, up and down. Keep going, keep working, keep moving. Up, drive, and down. Into plank now. So into position, here, whoops. Set yourself up, and move. Like I said, 45 is quite a long time to be in side plank position. So just, if you do feel the need to go onto the knees or elevate the upper body, even on your knees, as long as you can hold that line, hold that position. So if you want to elevate with an upper body, putting the elbow on a sofa or a chair and still doing it on your knees, that's absolutely fine. Swap it over, same thing. Other side, again, hit your line and then move. It's nice and smooth. Keep it going. Woo! Hot, hot, hot. Keep working, we've got 10 seconds. That's it, and rest, rest. Changing it back now, just to finish. We've got hip raises, off you go. Half rep, down. Full rep, half rep, down. Full rep, half rep, down. Keep going. Full rep, half rep, keep working. Full rep, half rep, keep going. Full rep, half rep, get ready to change legs. Same on the other side now. Full rep, half rep, drive it all the way, little half rep, keep going, drive it all the way, and down, drive it all the way, and then just drive it half the way. Keep moving, guys, doing really well. And down. Drive it up. Half rep. And down to the floor, lots of nice control. Into that half plank now, onto that side plank rather. Again, you can do it on your knees if you prefer, and that's absolutely fine. You can still get the leg raise going as well. There's nothing wrong with doing it like this, or even doing it like this with your elbow on the chair. Just make sure the key with this move is to hit your line. Make sure that your hips are in line with your knees and your shoulders. So that might mean pushing it a little further forward than you think you might need. We tend to sort of naturally, especially these days, sit a little bit, so our hips are always sat back a little bit further naturally. Change it over, same on the other side. Into that kneeling position, there, and just take it out. And again, if you're feeling stronger, you can take it up on the toes. I'm going to do it on my knees as well. It's a little easier on my arm. Keep it going. And I've had a week in Wales with lots of ice cream and cake. So, who am I kidding? It's just a bit easier for me as well. So just keep it going. Really working the hips. And take a breather. Good stuff, everyone. Good stuff. So, oh, it's hot in here. Final one now. The final one Doesn't involve the chair, so you can just get that out of the way. It's just floor work now. Okay, so we're going to start. Everything's going to be on the floor. Everything's going to be on the floor, facing down towards the floor. Okay, so first exercise, nice and simple. Lie down on the floor, rest your head on your arm, and flutter kick. It's a nice one, this. 45 seconds of it though. You will feel it. Okay, then after that, we're going to go into a plank with the leg raise. So up onto the elbows, and just walk the leg back. Again, if you find it tough on your toes, you can do it on your knees, and just do it exactly the same. Key is just to think about activating the glutes as you take the leg back. Then, after that, we're going to do the Superman move. So that's the back of the body. Again, I won't use this arm, I'm just going to extend with this one. Coming up and down. Up and down, like that. And then to finish, we're going to finish with plank lizard, which works the core, but also works the obliques quite nicely. So in this position here, into a high plank position, and you're just going to bring the knee outside, outside like that. Alternatively, you can do it off the knees and just do it exactly the same. Or if you want to bring the chair into play, you can do all these plank moves elevating the front of the body to make it a little bit more manageable. Okay, so we're going to start with flutter kick on the floor, lying face down, working from the glutes with a nice straight leg. Okay, so when you're ready, on your marks, get set, let's go everyone. So lovely and straight, just fluttering the legs, working the glutes. Now this does seem, on the face of it, quite an easy exercise, but doing it for 45 seconds, this small little movement, this small little activation of the glutes and the back of the body, it's quite challenging. So just take your time with it. Try not to flutter too quickly. So you want to feel the glutes and the lower back engaging as you move. 5 seconds, and then we're moving on to plank. Off you go, onto your elbows, and whichever plank variation works best for you, taking the leg up, whether that's on your toes, on your knees, or elevating the plank on a raised surface with your upper body. The aim is just to make sure you keep that line. Try not to hyperextend the back when you raise the leg back. It just engage the glutes, extend through the hip, but pull the belly button in so you're not arching the back. Good work everyone, keep it going. 3 seconds. Down on the floor, Superman next. Again, back of the body this time. Keep going. Nice and smooth. Really, again, important postural stuff that we don't do enough of. Training the back of the body to be strong, to hold good posture, and to counteract that sort of natural rounding off, that natural caving in of the chest because we spend so much time on our phones and laptops. That's it, back up onto your elbows, and this time plank lizard, so just there, and bring the knee outside the body towards the elbow. Keep going. If you want to, you can do it on your knees. That's absolutely fine as well. Go back onto my toes. Nice and smooth. Nice and easy. Keep going, guys, doing brilliantly. Okay, back down, face down, flutter kick. And moving it again, working those glutes, Quite a small movement, but a very concentrated one, and it's the concentrated ones that you can really feel. Because it's not a big range of movement, there's not a lot of release or relief. It's a great one for really switching on the glutes. Again, that helps with posture in any number of different ways. If you have sort of lower back issues, this is a lovely move. Just firing those glutes, switching them on, connecting them, and take it onto your elbows. Plank with a leg raise. Taking it straight up, taking it straight back. Don't feel like you have to take it too high. You just want to take it to a point where you can feel the glutes engage. What you don't want to feel is anything in your lower back, if you can help it. You don't want to be arching the lower back. You just want to be firing the glutes. And then that removal of a corner, just taking away that corner, can really help. Back down into Superman now. And again, extending through the back of the body and back down. So this isn't fast. Don't feel like you have to do anything fast in this workout today. That's coming up on Friday and Sunday. Squeeze the glutes, bring it down. And down. Keep going. Feel the engagement. Down. Up, squeeze the glutes. Lower back's working a bit more on this one because you're bringing the shoulders off the floor. That's it, and then back into your plank position, your favourite plank position, whether it's knees, like this, or toes, or elevated. It's all good, as long as you're working. Keep going, keep going. 15 seconds. Nice and smooth. Keep going, guys. Now moving into the last round. Starting with flutter kicks. Down on the floor. Rest your head in your arms. It's just the lower part of the back of the body we're working here. Glutes especially. Just really think about it. And again, when I talk about core, core starts just below the chest, finishes just below the hips. Everything works together. Even though I'm talking about breaking this workout down into 3 parts, when we were doing step ups, we were using our core, we were using our glutes to steady the legs. When we were doing the deadlifts, exactly the same. Everything comes into play, everything works together. Okay, plank into leg raise. And again, we're all finely tuned machines. Believe it or not, you may not think so, but we are. Engage the glutes. Keep going. Pull the belly button in. Okay, I've got 5 seconds. And then we're into Superman. Final set of Superman. Down on the floor. Again. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Keep going. Down. Keep working. Keep moving. That's it. 15 seconds left on this. Inside 10, coming up on 5. Okay, back onto the elbows, lizard to finish, whether you're doing it on your knees or on your toes. Whichever version works best for you. "20 seconds left, so just keep that control. Nearly there. Okay, and that's it. Take a breather, everyone. Really well done. Really, really, really well done. I'm going to pop that back on now. Whoa, dripping with sweat. Brilliant stuff, everybody. Have a little rest, have a drink of water now. It's going to be a very, very hot day, so make sure you look after yourselves. Have a stretch, have a cool down, have a lovely day, and I'll see you on the weekend. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.